Today's program is sponsored by The Anthony Vincent Salon. Say hello to beautiful.
You're listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot and what's not. Get into the loop with us. I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise, and we're your radio gateway to what's trending with beauty, fashion, health, wellness, and sex.
Yeah, mostly sex.
Learn and laugh with us anytime, any place. Go right to our website, anthonyvincentsalon.com. Click away and listen today.
You'll be glad you did.
Oh, yes, you will be.
Oh, what a great weekend this is. This
It
weekend.
is a great weekend,
Do
yes.
you know what weekend this is?
What weekend is it?
This is the weekend that Disneyland opened in 1955.
Oh, my God.
You know all about Disneyland.
I do. I'm going to tell you. Disneyland, Walt Disney's metropolis of nostalgia, fantasy, and futurism. It opened on July 17th, 1955. Listen to this. $17 million theme park.
Wow, in 1955.
Okay? Yes. Exactly. It was built on 160 acres of former orange groves in Anaheim, California.
Wow.
Okay? Today, Disneyland hosts more than 14 million visitors a year who spend, get this, close to $3 billion.
That is amazing.
It's staggering.
Who knew? Who knew?
I knew.
Well, there is always interesting information in our show.
Absolutely.
And we're going to talk about something that I never heard of before.
Tell me.
But I came across this article on black cumin.
Cumin or cumin?
I believe it's cumin.
I'm kidding with you.
Oh.
Of course it's cumin.
Yes, well, it's called a life elixir
Yes.
for all illnesses.
Yes.
And in fact, it's known as Islam's miracle cure seed.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's called Habatul Baraka.
Ooh.
It means...
Nicely said.
Thank you. It means the seed of blessing.
Very nice.
Black cumin seeds, known as Nigella sativa, they've been used therapeutically for over 3,000 years and first discovered in the Egyptian Tutankhamun's tomb.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You are just unbelievable.
No, I didn't write the article. That I was
But
reading
you're
about this.
amazing finding all of this information like this. And then you know what?
I get that a lot.
I have to just tell you, very proud of your pronunciation of these words.
Well, there have been reports that these magical seeds used throughout history in the Middle East and the Mediterranean and India for minor headaches, skin irritations, and stuff like that.
But I think that there's a little bit more to it than just the minor aches and pains.
Oh, yeah.
I think that this actually goes into the antibodies in your body and works against major, major illness and disease.
Oh, you are absolutely correct. The black cumin seed is regarded throughout the entire Middle East as one of the most powerful anti-carcinogenic herbs ever in existence.
Yes. Yes. And you can have it straight. They can put it in their food. They put it in drinks. They put it in everything.
Oh, yeah. Cleopatra used it as a beauty treatment.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's great for skin. It's amazing.
Yeah. Queen Nefertiti, she used black seed oil to bring luster to her hair and her nails.
Mm-hmm.
Hippocrates said it was used to cure digestive and metabolic disorders. Let me repeat that. Hippocrates used it to cure digestive and metabolic disorders.
It's amazing.
And the Prophet Muhammad called it a remedy for every illness.
So I guess I was on the same, thing there with the Prophet.
No, you're just smart.
I was there with the Prophet.
Yes, you were.
Okay.
Yeah. Archaeologists even confirmed that King Tut kept a bottle of the black cumin seed oil in his tomb for use in the afterlife.
Oh, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then we should be buried with it too.
Well, black cumin seed oil has been used by the Chinese for thousands of years, and it's for an endless list of conditions from migraine headaches to diabetes and also cancer.
Yes, I know. They've linked it to cancer.
Yeah, and they found that it's been very effective in reducing the size of existing tumors.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and again, I never heard of this stuff, but
I'm surprised because you are just so well-rounded. I'm sure that you probably have heard of it. You just don't realize it. And you've probably eaten it also because we do eat a lot of Middle Eastern food.
Yes, we do. Cumin is not one of my favorite spices, so I probably didn't pay attention to this, but I think I will be from now on. Especially, it inhibits the tumor growth by like 50%.
It's amazing.
And it increases the growth of healthy bone marrow, and it aids in the production of natural interferon. What is interferon?
I don't know.
I know it's used in
something I don't know.
Let's look that up, and we'll
Okay.
We'll come across it and tell you all what it is in just a moment. I'm Anthony Vincent of Anthony Vincent Salon. Time for another fun and fabulous beauty tip with our tip chick, and here she is.
Got brows? Aching for an arch? Frame it, fill it, and flaunt it. Say hello to beautiful.
Want your beauty question answered on the air? Email us now from anthonyvincentsalon.com. Remember, for the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Call us now at 609-448-2212. You'll be glad you did. Ah, the magic of radio. Elise, did you find out what that is yet?
I did. Interferons are a group of signaling proteins made and released by host cells in response to the presence of pathogens such as viruses, bacteria, parasites, or tumor cells.
Well.
So there you go. And there you have it.
Okay. Getting back to the black cumin, which it has strong antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties.
Absolutely does.
And it helps protect the body against damage from chemotherapy and radiation.
Now that's really amazing. And that's true.
Yeah.
That really is actually true.
And it also deactivates and or kills certain types of cancer cells.
Isn't that amazing that we have herbs that can do such powerful things? Yeah. And then there are, unfortunately, doctors and people stating that we need to take crazy, crazy drugs to do these same things?
That's right, where all the cures are in the rainforest that we are tearing down.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah. And, speaking of these things that grow, black cumin was one of the earliest cultivated plants in human history.
Wow. Really good information.
Yeah.
If anybody wants any more information on black cumin, just please email us. We'll send you everything we have and we'll get you to the right sites. trendradio920@gmail.com.
Elise, last week we had a really debated discussion about vaccines, and you were so arrogant.
Oh, I was not arrogant.
And abusive to me.
No one will believe that. No one will believe that because
go back and listen to the show.
They will understand that it's not that I agreed or disagreed. I think that everybody has the right to make their own decision.
You bullied me.
I did not bully you.
And I'm going to call that guy who talks about bullying.
You call whomever you'd like.
What's his name?
Stuart Green.
Stuart Green. I was on the tip of my tongue. I had a little.
Oh, you had a tot moment.
I had a tot moment.
Yeah,
I'm going to call Stuart Green.
You do whatever you like to do.
About how you bullied me last week on the show.
Okay, whatever you think. I'm not going to even argue with you.
So let me ask you a question.
You asked me a question.
Was I correct?
Yes.
Well, that was quick.
You were correct about this particular vaccine. Yes, you were. The swine flu vaccine from the 70s. You were absolutely 100% correct.
So tell me about it.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna just tell you right now. Okay.
Tell me. I'm sitting here waiting. I can't wait.
In 1976, there was a swine flu breakout.
Yes,
outbreak. There was a swine flu outbreak.
There was, huh?
It was also known as the swine flu fiasco.
That's what I'm talking about.
Or the debacle. And it was a strain of H1N1 influenza that appeared in 1976. Now, I was just a little girl, so I don't know very much about it. You were a grown man by then. You should see the look on his face. Oh, he's getting angrier and angrier with me.
Just finish telling me about what you've learned.
Okay. The infections were only detected from January to February and were not found outside of Fort Dix. This outbreak is most remembered by the mass immunization that prompted in the United States. The strain itself only killed one person and hospitalized only 13.
What did the vaccination
but the
do?
Side effects from the vaccine
The side effects
are thought to have caused 500 cases of the Guillain-Barré syndrome and 25 deaths.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
So the very thing that's supposed to help you killed you.
It created more havoc. That particular vaccine created more havoc than the actual virus. But please, please don't misunderstand. Unfortunately, that was a very, very bad situation. And the truth of the matter is while I don't agree or disagree as far as these vaccines go, I have to just say this. I always believe, of course, be as natural as you possibly can. But it's your choice, your child. Please do the research. Do the research so that you understand it.
And for those reasons, I choose not to vaccinate.
And that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
That being said, let's move on.
Now let's move on to living life to 100 years old.
Do you really want to live to be 100? Do you want that letter from the president? I guess it depends on the president.
As long as there's people who care about me who are still around.
Oh, well, don't worry. I'll be around and I'll care about you.
There are more than 53,000 centenarians that live in the U.S.
Wow. A lot of letters. A lot of presidential letters there.
And 330 of them are reaching super centenarian.
Which is what?
Well, that's turning 110
Why?
or older.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's according to the 2010 census.
That is insane. Oh my God, how do they live so? Do they eat yogurt? Is that what it is? It's the yogurt, right?
Well, celebrating your 100th birthday isn't that rare anymore. Obviously, 53,000.
Wow.
Yes, centenarians grew 65% since 1980.
Wow. How?
Well, they were asked a series of questions.
I'm just
about life
amazed
in general.
that they're living so long.
Yeah. The United Healthcare interviewed 100 100-year-olds and 100 10-year-olds.
Oh, how cute is that?
And this is what they had to say.
Okay. I'm curious. This is interesting.
Your outlook on life is the most important.
I agree with that 100%.
Absolutely.
I guess that's why they're at 100, because your outlook is so important.
Yeah, your attitude.
Absolutely.
Centenarians view themselves as being very, very positive. And
I love this.
Yes, and a positive attitude is the key to staying healthy.
I couldn't this is what I say all the time.
You preach this all the time.
All the time.
I hear this from you every day.
Every day.
Day in, day out. Every night. Every night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I believe in sunshine.
Well, almost half of these centenarians say that it gets easier to maintain a positive attitude as you get older.
Well, you know what? That actually is true, because the older I get, the happier I am and the more positive I am. You know that.
Of course. Now, the 10-year-olds, they're just a bit less optimistic. It seems like only 44% describe themselves as very positive.
Okay, they're 10.
Yeah, but I don't think they know what positive means.
Sometimes some do. Some very smart ones do.
Yeah.
But most don't. They're 10 years old. And at this point, I think a 10-year-old is dealing with disappointment. Sometimes, they don't make the baseball team, so they get upset.
Well, it's funny. I was neighbors with an Amway salesperson, and they went all the way up to diamond status, and they became multimillionaires through the Amway
Wow.
Corporation.
Amazing.
And they had they raised their children to be positive. And I remember the little boy saying, running to his parents and saying, Mommy, Sally called me negative. It was a big deal to be negative, that they were preached how to be positive.
Sally called me negative. How funny is that?
It's almost like a bad word.
Wow.
Well,
that's interesting.
Yeah. So remain positive always.
Oh, I agree with that. You know that.
And keep moving.
I'm choking. I could not have said that one better myself. You know that.
Yes.
No matter what's going on in your life, keep moving. I said that to you the other day.
Yes, you did.
You were like, you're so tired. And I'm like, I have to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I said that, remember?
Yes, you did.
Wow.
And these centenarians.
I'm getting scared. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that letter. I know it.
Well, it won't be from.
Thank God.
So-and-so.
Oh, gosh.
What's his name?
I don't even want to talk about that.
Well, centenarians say that they walk or hike at least once a week.
That's awesome.
And what it does is it strengthens their muscles, or they seek some type of stress-relieving exercise, like working in the garden.
I don't garden. You know I kill everything. I kill plants.
You don't have a green thumb.
I don't kill. I don't do well with plants. That's why I send them.
Well, I love working in the garden.
People.
In fact, my neighbors call me Farmer Gray.
Oh, Farmer Gray?
Yeah, I'm up.
Farmer Gray?
That's what they call me.
Why Gray?
It's a nickname. I don't know.
Gray?
Well, Farmer Gray was a character, I think, in the 50s.
Okay. Farmer. I'm going to look that up.
Okay. I'm more of a Farmer Sunshine.
Yeah, I was going to say, why not Farmer Sunshine?
And I get up
Farmer
at 6
Happy.
in the morning, and
I know.
I love it. From Memorial Day weekend on, I am up. I'm working in that yard.
His thumb is green, you know. I see it right now. I thought it was fungus, but now I know what it is.
Well, the 10-year-olds, they play outside at least once a week, and most of them are active with video games and play sports like basketball or baseball.
Well, sports I think are great, and
Yeah,
the video games
I
think they should really be limited.
Well, the video games that they play are the Wii Sports, where they actually have to golf or
so they're
swing.
moving. Okay, so they're moving and stuff. So that's good.
And here's something, my favorite song, Smile.
Oh, yes.
Yes, smile, though your heart is breaking.
Okay,
smile.
that's the sad part.
Okay, that's yes.
Yeah. But it's important to smile, and that's why I'm always smiling.
That's right.
And you're always smiling.
Always.
We
even
always
when
smile.
things are down, because
Absolutely.
They don't last forever. Tough times don't last.
Everything
Tough people do.
is temporary.
Yes.
You know, we always say everything is temporary. Everything is just an experience. And you know what? No matter what's going on in your life, there is something that you can smile about.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And centenarians say that laughing and having a sense of humor is very easy for them.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess after living for 100 years, it must be, they got there, so it must be easy.
And also 10-year-olds, most of the time, are very, very happy. And they find that laughing and having a sense of humor is also very easy.
Oh, I remember that when I was 10, I was always a very smiley child. So.
Me too. I was always happy. They called me charming.
You are still charming.
Yeah, well, yeah, I hear that a lot.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
You were raised to be charming. You just can't help yourself.
And something that I never do, and a lot of people around me do, they should not focus on their age.
Age? What is it? It's just a number. Who cares about it?
It's just a number.
Absolutely.
And almost 2/3 of centenarians say that they don't feel old. But those who do notice the weight of their years say they started feeling old in their 80s.
Really?
Yeah. So, if you're friends, I don't know how old you are, but
You know exactly how old I am.
But when I hear, friends and clients say, "Oh, my aching back. Oh,
my
this
gosh.
hurts." Oh,
I hear
it's
this
like,
all the time.
No, stop, please.
Yeah, I know. But I'm always trying to pump them up and bring them to something that's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
And the 10-year-old kids say that, people are old at 40.
Oh, I've heard 10-year-olds say people are old at 25. Yeah, they think that's old.
It seems like so far away when you're 10 years old.
Well, you know what's so interesting? My mom's in her 30s. Yeah, she's really old. Yeah, she's really old.
So these really old people appreciate their younger years. And on average, centenarians felt that the most attractive age for them was 31.
Oh, really?
And the most energetic they felt was at 34.
Uh-huh.
The happiest was at 44.
Wow.
And what do they say? 40 is the new 30? But the healthiest they felt was at 46.
Interesting.
And the wisest they felt was at 49.
And I couldn't agree with that more. I feel in my truth right now is I feel I'm at my best right now. No, I mean, with everything that goes on, I feel I am truly at my strongest, my wisest, my healthiest, my best right now.
Yeah, I kind of agree with these numbers when I look back. When I was 31, I felt really
See,
attractive.
you haven't gotten to wise yet.
Well,
wisest was at 49. You haven't gotten there yet.
No, and I haven't even gotten to my healthiest. I got another 4.5 years to go.
I just love you.
before I'm at my healthiest.
You know, you are just awesome. You are charming and awesome.
And wise. Handsome.
Very handsome.
Yep.
Very handsome. Not wise.
Debonair.
Debonair, definitely. But you haven't gotten to wise yet.
Tall.
Okay. You're taller than me, so that's good.
And the centenarians felt the most content at age 56.
Really? Well, I'm very content now. I haven't gotten there yet, but...
Well, that seems like a lifetime away for me.
Does it?
Yes, it does. And speaking of getting older, the 10-year-olds are most excited about their older years. And their older years, they mean their teens.
15, yeah. Yeah. I can't wait till I'm 15, you know? I can't wait till I'm 17 so I can drive.
They look forward to being older so that they can do what they want.
Well, what their older siblings or their older cousins do, or, their parents, that kind of thing.
Well, I'm almost 40 and I still can't do what I want. And believe me, people, if you're a guy with a female co-host in your life, you will never be able to do what you want.
Oh my gosh!
Need a salon that's about the whole you? Precision haircuts, flawless makeup, impeccable nails, top-rated professional hair products. Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a hairstylist who has his finger on the pulse of all the latest trends? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a dependable salon with over 35 years in the industry? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for New York City and internationally trained stylists that will create the perfect look for you? Anthony Vincent Salon. Shine brightly while walking down the aisle. Anthony Vincent Salon. For longer, thicker, beautiful hair extensions, Anthony Vincent Salon. Incredible makeup applications for weddings, proms, or any special occasions. Anthony Vincent Salon. Have dry, brittle summer hair? Get a hot shot. Anthony Vincent Salon. Before you put a ring on it, manicure it. Anthony Vincent Salon. Your image is their specialty. For the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Anthony Vincent Salon. For a more beautiful you, call now 609-448-2212 and follow them on Twitter.
Seriously, the most important thing is being around loved ones.
I agree.
And some 97% of the centenarians say that family is the most important. In fact, being with family and going on vacation are some of their favorite memories. And
that's beautiful.
Yeah. They would rather spend time with their family more than with anyone else in the world.
And you know what's so beautiful about that is the memory that they have, and they can go over that and over that. When you have a beautiful memory and you replay that in your mind, it brings you to that place. And that's when you smile and the endorphins kick in and you get that overall feeling of goodness.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I think back, I'm from very, very modest means, and I look back, and our vacation as a child was going to Ohio, visiting Cousin Fred and Aunt Nunu.
Aunt Nunu?
Aunt Nunu.
Nunu.
Mm-hmm. And we did that almost every year, and then as we got older, we rented a house in Seaside Park.
Mm-hmm.
and I was just becoming a teenager at that time. So, and I was getting out, walking the beach and walking the boardwalk and meeting people, and
Yeah, we did beach vacations too. They were awesome. I loved growing up at the beach.
wonderful, wonderful memories. And, I go back to Seaside Park, but it's not the same.
You know, it's interesting though. You go back and you can't possibly expect it to be the same because everything has changed. I mean,
Oh, I was a child. My whole outlook on life changed.
sure, but it's also more crowded and it was clean then and it's dirty now, and there's just so many different factors there.
Yeah. Well, 10-year-olds have a lot in common with the centenarians when they talk about being around loved ones. 100% of the kids said that family is important, but visiting their family is not their favorite thing to do.
What is?
Unless there are other kids their age to play with.
Oh, sure. Well, what 10-year-old do you wants to hang out with adults
That's
all
true.
the time? It's like, so you say hello, hi, Uncle Erwin, la, 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 la. Yes, I'll make you a little cake in my Easy Bake Oven. And then, you're on to the next thing. You want to go out, run around and play.
Yes, you do.
Skateboarding. We used to love skateboarding. My sister had a yellow skateboard. She was so damn good. She was so damn good on that yellow skateboard. Our skateboards, they weren't yellow and we weren't as good, my other sister and I, but she, the middle one, she was long, lean, and fit, and she was on that skateboard all the time.
I had a yard sale. I sold my skateboard.
You sold your skateboard?
I did, yeah.
It's because you don't know how to ride it anymore, right?
Well,
I can't believe you sold your skateboard without showing it to me.
I did.
Silly man.
I'm Anthony Vincent of Anthony Vincent Salon. Time for another fun and fabulous beauty tip with our tip chick. And here she is.
Got lips? Want that perfect pout? Find the hue that's right for you. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Shape, stain, and shimmer. Same shade. Say hello to beautiful.
Email us now from AnthonyVincentSalon.com. Remember, for the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Call us now at 609-448-2212. You'll be glad you did.
If you're joining us just now, your favorite salon is now your favorite radio show.
We make you healthier, wealthier, and sexier every time you listen.
Tune into us. I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
What? You? Me?
Fine.
Me?
All right.
I'll do it.
You do it.
Okay. We are Trend Radio.
Yes, we are.
Our show is all about health, wellness.
Sex.
Yeah, mostly, but do you realize there is new evidence out that says junk food is 8 times more addictive than cocaine?
I knew this. It's the sugar.
You're right.
I know. Everything, the crap turns to sugar, and sugar creates this want and need in your body, and it's unbelievable. And it is more addictive than cocaine.
I think I'd rather have the cocaine.
I know that I would. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
want either. But that's why I don't eat sugar.
You're right. I try not to. But
I do have sugar in my fruit, and a lot of, some foods turn to sugar, but I don't actually go out there.
That's complexed sugars.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Not simple sugar.
No, I know that. But I don't typically eat sugar. And, you don't really eat a lot of it either.
No, I don't. And because many respected health experts have been saying for years that sugar is pure poison.
It is just poison for us.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really awful? There are different illnesses and different things in your system that when you eat sugar, it breeds and it feeds. Like, for instance, it feeds cancer. Did you know that sugar feeds cancer?
I did know that.
That's because you're smart. You're not only good looking, you're smart too. Seriously though, it feeds cancer. Ladies, gentlemen, be aware. Sugar, very, very bad.
That's right, because now we have even more evidence of sugar's highly addictive nature.
Yes.
And
it takes about 4 days also for you. Well, a habit takes 4 days to break. But it takes about 4 days for the sugar to actually leave your system, too.
It gets stored in the cells. Mm-hmm. As a toxin.
And that That's if you don't have any in those 4 days and you drink a lot of water to cleanse yourself. It'll take about 4 days, sometimes longer, depending on the person, to actually leave your system.
Can you put a little fructose in the water just to make it a little more palatable?
I wouldn't put fructose in water. What the heck is wrong with you? But you can have a little bit of lemon or lime.
That's what I was kidding.
I know you were. Some grapefruit. How delicious is the water that we make with the grapefruit?
I love the grapefruit water.
I know, it's amazing.
It really is
Pink
good.
grapefruit water. Oh, unbelievable. So fresh.
Well, in that new study published in the Journal of PLOS1,
PLOS1.
yes, researchers have reported that sugar, specifically processed sugar, added to junk food, is more addictive than cocaine.
It is, and it's amazing. Amazing.
And most highly processed foods, they share the same characteristics with drugs of abuse.
You know what scares me, though? You know what's a very scary thing? Children eating sugar.
Well, where do kids always want to go? They want to go to McDonald's.
Oh, yeah. They always want to go to McDonald's, but they want to go to candy stores, too. And sometimes...
Well, there's sugar in the French fries.
There's forget the
And the
sugar.
hamburgers
I don't
and-
think the sugar is the worst ingredient in French fries. We already had this conversation. I think
That's
the
right.
silly putty is worse.
Well,
I'm
you-
sorry.
You could play silly putties. You could make copies of the comic strips with your
French fries. Yeah, just roll your French fry around and on your comic strip, and there you go, and there you have it. But sometimes parents just want to basically quiet their children down.
Sugar ain't how you do it.
But they give it to them to stop the whining. Then the kid is off flying before they crash.
My parents had the perfect remedy for a whining child.
Oh,
What they would
the
give
wooden
them.
spoon?
The wooden spoon, back of the hand,
The wooden spoon.
the belt. If you're Italian, you know what we're talking about, the wooden spoon.
Absolutely. The wooden spoon. That's a scary spoon. Yeah, you don't really cook with it as much as you...
You whack with it.
yeah. It's a whacker.
Well, there was a research team led by Dr. Nicole Avina at the Icahn School of Medicine in Mount Sinai.
I need to back up for a minute. You know what I need to say about the wooden spoon?
Okay.
Before anything?
Well, go ahead. Tell me.
If you take a wooden spoon or the back of a hand or a belt or anything like that to your child,
Which is what most children need today.
butt. Dyphus will be
Right
called.
in the butt.
Dyphus will be called. So, that's where the biggest problem is. I completely agree.
It's the parents, not the kids.
Exactly. And so, excuse me, because I interrupted you again, as I usually do.
No, I'm used to it.
I know you are. And you didn't even react.
No.
Very nicely. Okay. All right. Back to your study.
Okay. Dr. Nicole recruited 504 participants and analyzed their eating habits.
Okay.
Okay, they answered questions to determine their level of food addiction,
Okay. So what did she find?
including the question, do I eat to the point where I feel physically ill?
I know people who do that. You watch them, their bellies start to burst while they're eating because they just keep eating. They don't know when to stop. In your brain, you actually have a moment where it's like, okay, I'm full, That's why they tell you to eat slowly. People don't. They're gluttonous.
I got a little story. This is a true story. So I'm out for lunch one afternoon, and I'm having my salad bar. And I look across the room, and there was a very large young lady, attractive, and she was eating a big salad.
Okay.
And I thought, wow, okay, so this gal was watching what she was eating. And she was eating very slowly and very deliberately this very healthy salad. And I went, wow, okay, so she must
Be trying to lose weight or be healthier
yeah,
or
because
something.
she was extremely overweight. And she finished her salad, and I was, in the middle of my salad bar. And after she finished the salad, a giant double cheeseburger with a load of fries was delivered right after that.
and
I
she
went-
ate that too?
The entire thing, the big salad, the big burger, and the big dish of fries. And I think there was 2 or 3 Cokes that came to the table with that.
Oh, and there you, oh my. You know, I have to just say this one thing. Thankfully, she ate the salad first.
Yeah.
And thankfully, she at least got the nutrients of the salad. Not that it helped that she ate all the fries and the entire, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a hamburger, French fries after a salad. You know what I mean?
And there's nothing wrong with being large. I like large women.
I know, but that's not what I'm...
co-hosts.
Shut up. That was me. Oh, stop that. You just can't stop yourself today, huh? Anyway, there's nothing wrong with having that. It's doing it in moderation, though.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, right even down to your salad, depending on what you put on your salad.
What struck me odd about it is that I wouldn't have been able to even finish the big salad.
Well, yeah.
That's why I went to the salad bar. I could take as little as I wanted.
Right. Well, no, I mean, I know you can have a nice, I mean, there's eating a portion size. You're not supposed to eat more than the size of your fist at a portion size. That's the thing. You know? You're not supposed to do that because...
If it fits in your hand, you can eat it.
Agreed.
Well, anyway, getting back to the results of the questionnaire. They were analyzed against the specific foods that the participants ate. And do you know what the most addictive food was in the study?
Tell me.
Pizza.
I love pizza. I don't eat it all the time. In fact, I really
Only
haven't.
if it's from Brooklyn.
I haven't had it in years, but I do love pizza. There is a really good pizza shop though around here that you know that I happen to like, but I love it and I understand why it's addictive.
That's why you love it, because it is addictive.
Yes, but the truth of the matter is that I know that I really can't eat it too often because I know what it does, and I know what it breaks down to.
It blows you up.
And it breaks down to something very, very, very nasty in your system.
Well, Dr. Vina explains that just the tomato sauce in a slice of processed pizza contains more sugar than Oreo cookies.
Oh, no.
Yes,
really?
I did not know that.
Are you kidding me?
I did not know that.
Why are they putting sugar in the sauce for the pizza? There's enough other stuff in the pizza. Oh, my God.
It's amazing what they put in
Oh, my God.
your foods. Well, some of the other worst foods
Yeah.
were chocolate chip cookies
Yeah, well, we know
and
that.
ice cream.
Okay, well, come on. We know that.
And the least addictive foods that were found were, which I know we like, and we even make infused waters with these least addictive foods. They were cucumbers, carrots.
I love everything on this list.
Cucumbers, carrots, beans, apples, and browned rice.
See, we eat this all the time. And you know, one of the things, I mean, I love cucumbers because you know why. It's
Yes.
like crunchy water. Crunchy water. There's nothing in them. They're delicious. They're fresh. Yes, we do put it in our water, but we also use them as crackers,
Yes, we do.
you know, and we make little tuna sandwiches out of them. And, you know,
You're so creative.
no, it's true, but you know, we dip into them
that's
with
just what
salsa.
men want. A tuna salad on a cucumber slice. That we just live for
I
that.
have to tell you something. You don't complain when you eat it.
Hey, I'm happy to be eating anything
That's right.
that somebody prepares for me.
Exactly.
Some
Exactly.
people just prepare more deliciously than others.
That is correct.
You know, what's funny is that the most addictive foods tended to be those that were highly glycemic.
Oh.
And a few years ago, when I was bodybuilding, I had a book on bodybuilding that I read to make sure I was doing everything right and the proper diet to follow. And the most important chapters in that book were the glycemic index and
Yes.
keeping your
Yes.
your index
You need to
correct.
have that balance.
Yeah.
You need to be balanced.
And it cuts the fat, it strengthens the muscle. And if you're highly glycemic, then you have big blubbery spots.
Blubbery spots. Wow.
Just saying.
Yeah. No, that's the truth.
Well, and anyway, these highly glycemic processed foods, they also contain high fructose corn syrup instead of plain sugar.
Wow.
Well, according to my cardiologist, Dr. James O'Keefe, he says when we eat wheat, flour, and sugar in processed foods, it spikes our blood sugar.
Yes, it does.
And then insulin. And those are the hormonal disturbances that make you store the belly fat. And then you're hungry for more sweets and starchy junk food.
And that happens. You know that happens. That even happens. We talked about this with Chinese food.
Oh, yeah.
You eat Chinese food.
And you're hungry an hour later.
Yes, because you're getting that very, very high spike, and then it crashes, and then you want more because you want to feel that again.
That's right.
And you're hungry because it burns so quickly. That's why you want to have lean protein, delicious vegetables. They take longer to burn. Although, fruit, natural fruits, they burn quickly, but your body needs them too, because that's where the perfect balance is.
That's right. And
grain as well.
Yep. If you keep that perfect balance, you will not have those hormonal disturbances. And if you just pay her quickly, you won't have the hormonal
Yeah, there won't be any hormoning. Yeah, I know.
And anyway, sugar addiction is not an officially recognized addiction.
No, it's not. And it's a big one.
Yes, it is, because overcoming sugar addiction can also come with withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah, you shake, you're nervous, definitely irritable. Oh, boy.
Mood changes.
It's all part of it.
Elise, have you cut out junk food lately?
I don't eat a lot of junk food. You know that.
Well, I don't know. You're talking about those withdrawal symptoms like irritability, nervousness, mood changes. I thought maybe you cut out all your junk food.
I am not irritable. I am just sunshine and rainbows.
And lollipops, yeah.
Lollipops.
Stu, what I want you to do is I want you to keep the microphone on all through the show so we can really hear how she treats me.
Oh, my God. I treat you beautifully, and you know it. And so does everyone else.
It's like all those young girls that have worked for me over the years with their boyfriends and bring their troubled boyfriend stories in. And it's always the same story. I don't know why he treats me this way. I love him so much. It's not me. No, it is me. He's
just sitting here talking to himself. I'm just
how's
letting
that
you know.
story? I never used it. It's not you. It's me. Yeah, that's the story. Anyway,
Yeah.
Why do you always go off subject during our shows? It is this information that we provide for people is good, and you're always off into left field.
I didn't go off
for outer
subject.
Space.
You were the one who brought up the other subject.
No.
Yeah, well, we have it on tape, so we're good.
Well, according to Dr. O'Keefe, I call him Dr. O'Keefe.
Yeah, you can call him whatever you want.
If you ditch the sugar, your blood pressure comes down, your diabetes goes away, your obesity goes away, your complexion clears up, your mood clears up, your sleep improves.
So you're going to be great when you're done with your junk food binge, aren't you?
So if you're struggling with giving up the sweets, check it out on our guide to eating less sugar. Email us now
at trendradio920@gmail.com. You'll be glad you did. Gotcha.
I'm Anthony Vincent of Anthony Vincent Salon. Time for another fun and fabulous beauty tip with our tip chick. And here she is.
Got brows? Aching for an arch? Frame it, fill it, and flaunt it. Say hello to beautiful.
Want your beauty question answered on the air? Email us now from AnthonyVincentSalon.com. Remember, for the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Call us now at 609-448-2212. You'll be glad you did.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Next Financial Group Incorporated, member FINRA/SIPC. DC Alexander Wealth Management is not an affiliate of Next Financial Group Incorporated. 2346 Route 33, Suite 307, Robbinsville, New Jersey 08691. Phone number 609-945-7330.
Good morning, Dina.
Good morning, Elise.
How are you?
I'm fabulous.
I'm fabulous too. So what would you like to talk about today?
We're going to talk about disability insurance.
Cool.
And I routinely speak at many local school faculty meetings and educating staff about their pension benefits as well as disability insurance.
Okay, so what is disability insurance and what does it cover?
Well, disability insurance is income replacement, and it covers about 52% of one's current income. So they give you 100% because they want you to come back to work, obviously.
Oh, so I thought New Jersey teachers received disability insurance from like the state.
Well, it's funny that that's a misconception. New Jersey is actually one of the only states that does not provide disability coverage for its employees. And that's why it's so important for educators to purchase it on their own.
Really? Wow. So what can disability insurance be used for?
Well, it's used for a lot of different income replacement needs, such as many of my younger women clients have used it for childbirth purposes. They receive 8 to 10 weeks of their salary so they could stay home longer with the child or children.
I know a lot of people who actually do that. I know a lot of moms that, want to have that bonding time with their baby.
Right.
And so they use it for that. Oh, that's great.
So they get that. And another client of mine, for example, is a dentist, and I sold him a policy that was obviously not thinking of the short term, but he actually was working out, changed his lifestyle, started eating better, started working out, and actually became injured from weightlifting.
How do you like that?
Strange, right?
Yeah.
So with the weightlifting, he was able to collect some income and be able to not have to worry about his, his family and taking care of them for a few weeks while he did that. And some people think disability insurance does not cover except for if you get injured on a job. But that's not the case in most policies.
So basically, disability insurance is like that funny little duck commercial, Aflac, that little commercial?
Yes. It helps pay the bills when you're not working. And, the coverage that I can offer people is some of the policies have 100% cash back. So while they're policies for professionals, self-employed people, as well as automatic increasing benefits from top insurance companies, and for those who qualify, of course. And I just always suggest people call me today and I will run them specific quotes or review their individual needs and for disability insurance in this purpose.
So basically, though, you never know what's going to happen. So you should always have a policy like this.
Yes, it's very, very important because think about this. I mean, if you have no disability insurance and you become injured, sick, get into an accident, what have you, how will you pay your bills unless you have a huge amount of savings in the bank on reserve?
Right. And most people don't.
Right.
So that's what this is for.
Exactly.
So how can they reach you then to get what they need?
Well, they can email me at dcobrin, Kobrin, at nextfinancial.com, or they can find me on my website at dc-alexander.com.
Well, that is just fabulous. And this was so informative. So everybody give her a call. Definitely.
You'll be glad you did.
I'm Anthony Vincent of Anthony Vincent Salon. Time for another fun and fabulous beauty tip with our tip chick. And here she is.
Got static? Does your hair fly away? Prioritize and winterize. Spritz your hairbrush, comb through, and now you're ionized. Say hello to beautiful.
Remember, for the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Call us now at 609-448-2212. You'll be glad you did.
Elise, I am so blessed to have you sitting here with me every Saturday morning, talking about all of this great stuff.
Oh, thank you.
You are just so smart. You really are.
What do you want?
Nothing.
What do you want? Come on.
I am just giving you your props.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
It is my pleasure.
I think you're smart too.
Well, there are things that you can do every day to be smarter.
Okay, tell me what they are.
Well, many of us do the same things every day, day in, day out.
I do different
argue
things.
with your co-host. Did you get new material? Did you confirm our guest? Did you network potential
hello?
sponsors? Did you research the weekly calendar events?
Oh my gosh.
Anthony. Okay, the list goes on
my
and
God.
on
I
and
never
on.
do
Okay.
this, and I don't sound like that. I never do this, and I don't sound like that. I'm repeating myself. You're making me crazy.
Oh, I got a little
my
off
God.
topic there again.
You are insane. You're crazy. What's wrong with you?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, what I'm saying is that
What are you saying?
Well, sometimes we get into a rut.
I don't.
We're not challenging ourselves.
I challenge myself
we're
every
never
moment.
like switching up our routines.
Oh my God.
We get comfortable.
He doesn't even stop for a minute. He doesn't come up for air. There you go.
Okay, mic is yours.
Well, I know you had a point to make, so I'll let you make your point.
Our brains get no stimulation; they become stagnant.
Are you stagnant?
Not me.
Not me either.
No,
So
I
what are you
shower
talking about?
every day. I use my antibacterial
Oh, boy.
creams. This boy ain't got no stagnant going on.
Okay, so we know we've established that you're not stanky, right?
Stanky or stagnant.
Okay. All right, so what's your point here, mister?
Well, okay. Like your body,
Mm-hmm.
your brain needs exercise every day.
Agreed. Okay.
Okay. That keeps it in its best working order possible.
Okay, so then how do you exercise your brain?
Every day.
How do you exercise your
Personally,
brain?
me.
Yeah, I'm asking you the vernacular. I want to know about Vinny's brain.
Well, as you may well know, my brain is my second favorite organ.
Yes, we've established that.
So what I do is I read.
Reading is fabulous.
Yes, I take the time to read every day for about a half an hour. And what it does is it stimulates your brain and it gets your creative juices flowing by
Yes.
utilizing your imagination.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you. Well, you know I read all the time, too.
Yes, you read more
So,
than I do.
I read a lot. So
And everybody says you're so much smarter than me.
Nobody says that.
Everybody says that.
Nobody says that.
That's true. I was
What
just
they-
trying to make you feel good.
I don't need to feel good from you. I feel good all on my own. What they say is that I'm nicer than you and they
Oh, yeah,
love
but-
me more.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
But as far as, being smarter, they don't say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that has never come up. Although I'm sure if I ask. I'm kidding.
Would you rather be smarter or prettier?
Smarter.
Yeah.
You know why? Because pretty is in the eyes
of the
beholder.
Yes, yes.
Beauty is only skin deep. And yes, beauty does last because if you're a beautiful person on the inside, you're beautiful on the outside.
That is right. I say that all the time.
And that's the truth.
And let me tell you, I know many people who have a PhD in DUMB.
I know those same people. Not that we're calling anybody dumb.
No, we're just the vernacular you.
The Vinnies.
Yeah.
Vincenza.
Another thing I do is I work out. And working out your body also fuels your brain.
Yes, it does.
Yep. And there are studies that show that people who exercise tend to have a higher IQ.
I have to be honest with you. I've just started working out again, and it's rough because I took some time off from working out, as you know.
Yeah.
And boy, getting back into it, yeah, it's not only fueling my brain. It's been wow.
Yes, it has. But you're wow.
Well, thanks.
You're a wow kind of person.
Thanks.
Now, we've talked about this too, that this does many things. Afternoon cat naps.
Yes, I know. You actually do an afternoon cat nap, and I know it's really good for you.
I do it
and
right
I
after my
always,
workout.
I know. I try to do this, and I don't. I very rarely do I get a little cat nap. I should, though.
Okay. Well, the napping in the middle of the afternoon refreshes the mind and it may enhance your memory.
It's excellent for you. I agree with it. I just don't do it.
Oh, well, okay. I do all the time. So if there are any blondes or redheads out there that need refreshing, they can call me. any afternoon. And we can
Well, why don't you just email us at trendradio920@gmail.com and I'll let you know where he is. How's that?
So we can either do this for a half an hour
Or less.
or for a solid hour and a half.
Oh.
Choice
All right.
is yours.
Okay, and he's also talking about the vernacular hymn, not him.
Well, you may be a little groggy upon awakening.
You are just terrible. Charming, but terrible.
Stimulate your brain with puzzles.
I do that all the time.
Jigsaw, crossword.
I
yeah.
actually do puzzles all the time.
Yeah. Your brain gets energized when you do these.
Yeah.
I do not enjoy them.
Oh, I love them.
I don't enjoy crossword puzzles.
I love puzzles.
Yeah, I do not.
And not only crossword puzzles, but just puzzles. And trying to figure things out. I love to do that. You know what another great thing to do, though, for yourself is? Mm-hmm. Meditate.
Oh, yes.
I do that.
Yes, I know you do. It calms the nerves and helps you relax.
It's excellent for you.
Yes, my the meditation increases the size of your cerebral cortex.
Oh,
It does. Now,
wasn't that just a nice brainy little thing?
now, my cerebral cortex is perfect.
Okay.
Stu, what about yours? How's your cerebral cortex?
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good?
Being creative. Creativity is inspiring.
Yes, it is.
And it's good for your brain.
Use your hands.
Oh my gosh, you know, we always use our hands.
Yeah.
When we talk, it's part of who we are.
That makes
Well,
you
it's
seem
the
more,
Italians and the Jews, we have to talk with our
It makes you
hands.
seem more Italian. It improves your
Hey,
memory.
no, we Jews do this too.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, drink some water.
Oh, well,
Come on,
hydrate.
you're the water thing. Mhm.
Yep, hydrate.
It hydrates your brain when you lack water.
It hydrates everything.
Yes.
Yes.
And of course, you want to eat small, healthy meals throughout the day.
Absolutely.
They energize you and also keep your mind stable.
Absolutely. And nothing bigger than your fist.
If you strive to work your brain every day, you'll notice differences in the way you think and act. And you can train your brain to function at its top potential.
And you should.
You've been listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot and what's not every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Learn and laugh with us anytime, any place. Go right to our website, AnthonyVincentSalon.com. Click away and listen today.
And if you have a topic of interest that you want us to talk about, or you'd like to be a guest on our show, email us now at trendradio920@gmail.com. You'll be glad you did.
And as we always say, your smile is your logo, your personality is your business card.
And how you make people feel, that becomes your trademark.
I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye for now.